Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If y'all new, just don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn that bell on so y'all be notified when we drop some more lit content, y'all. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long, but I'm trying to come back. I'm trying to get out of my slump. But anyway, so we're gonna be going back and react on the New Orleans escapees. 10 inmates had escaped from prison in the New Orleans prison. I don't even know what's the name of the jail. Let me see. Let's see. What's the let me see. What's the name of the jail they escaped? Oh, it's called the New Orleans Justice Center. So that's a jail that they escaped from. It's still so now it's still 2 days it was seven, now it's six. Okay, they caught four. Not my bad. So they caught four people. So now it's seven escape. We're gonna watch this video, then I'm gonna go into and explain how I feel and what's going on. We're gonna see what the news people got to say.
Another inmate who escaped from a New Orleans jail last week is back in custody. Louisiana State Police sharing this photo of 21-year-old Gary Price, who was arrested in New Orleans this evening. That makes 4 inmates who have been captured so far. 6 are still on the run. The inmates broke out by removing a toilet and left taunting, parting messages, including the words, "Too easy, LOL." Security footage shows them exiting at a loading dock and using a blanket to jump the barbed wire fence. Crime Stoppers is offering up to $20,000 for information leading to the capture of each inmate. And the blame game over how this happened
In the
continues.
last video, that's what I showed you.
This massive jailbreak, which my statistics tell me could be the largest jailbreak in the history of the state, should never have happened. And the public deserves to know who, what, and how this happened.
I'm going to do my dead level best to be a part of the solution in dealing with the clear and present danger that we're faced with, which is 7 armed and dangerous men, possibly on the streets of New Orleans.
3 prison guards have been suspended as officials investigate whether the inmates had help from the inside. Investigators also warning any friends and family who might be helping those fugitives hide.
Tonight, family.
So yeah, so y'all see what's going on. So like I said, they caught 4 people already. So I'm trying to see the videos where they did it. Let's watch this video real quick. See what, it's like
All this as we are hearing accounts from people across the city who say they may have spotted one or even some of the escapees.
And hearing from current inmates on conditions inside the jail as it remains on lockdown.
WDSU reporter Shay O'Connor joins us live with accounts from inmates and someone who may have encountered one of those inmates. Shay.
Stella and Gina, I actually just spoke with an inmate who tells me that since that escape, things have definitely changed here inside of OJC. I just want to let you know both people that you're about to hear from were afraid of retaliation, so we've chosen to distort their voices.
Deputies, they're fighting against each other because they don't know who was involved. And they're also fighting against the inmates that are still here.
This inmate here at OJC says the jail remains on lockdown days after the escape.
They came in 2 nights ago with guns drawn and with full rights and just for no real apparent reason, because we haven't had any violence occur on this certain tier since I don't know, I've been here for 3 months. We haven't had any violence, so it was really no reason just because they're embarrassed about what's going on.
WDSU has reached out to Orleans Justice Center officials. Outside of the jail, people in the community remain guarded.
He had a white shirt tied around his head. And what alarmed me was when he got in, most passengers, they greet you after I greet them. He didn't say anything.
Including this rideshare driver who says he believes he picked up one of the escapees, Linton Van Buren, Sunday morning. The driver says he drove from North Galvez Street to Morrison Road. He says the drive was booked by a woman, but he thought the passenger looked familiar.
Once I got to a safer area out to New Orleans East, and I started to look at the pictures, and I was like, that matches the guy. That matches him. So I immediately contacted the FBI and state police.
The man says law enforcement asked him to bring them to both locations as part of their search. He hopes his experience can help authorities bring at least one more of the escapees back into custody. And that driver you just heard from says that he hopes that this pretty much sends a message out to other drivers since anyone can book a ride. Meanwhile, inmates here at OJC tell me that they're hoping for better conditions. I have reached out to OJC officials and they tell me that they're looking into the matter. And of course, we'll continue to keep you updated. Reporting.
So with that kind of gave a little bit more details about what's going on. So yeah, it's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I must talk about how it is for the jail. How I feel like for the people that didn't escape, I know it's probably about a lot of gonna be a lot because they on lockdown now. They probably about to be on lockdown so probably about to like December or a while because the law enforcement they embarrassed like they gotta answer a lot of questions to everybody like how did this happen like 10 people like they said like 10 people escaped. That's a lot. Normally it'd be like two or three, maybe one person, but 10 people, but 10 people to escape. And I guess they supposed to do a head count and like for them to move a toilet like that. I know they got their own time they could chisel away, and it could have been like a long time for them to do it. But for the way it to happen, it had to have an inside job. So, and I know like a lot of corrections don't get paid a lot, and I be hearing, that they probably be paying the inmate, correct the correctional officer to do it, cause most time they probably know the people on the streets and stuff. But so I feel bad for the people that didn't do nothing, that didn't have nothing to go on, cause they about to suffer the other people consequences and they about to be on lockdown, so they're gonna make tension go up in the jail. They're gonna be mad because they gotta sit in here when they didn't even get it, and then they were trying to serve out their time. So that's gonna be another issue. And the cops probably gonna be 10 times stricter. They ain't gonna let them do, So that's gonna be one thing. And then um for the driver, like I understand why he turned himself, which is I feel like is the right thing to do. But at the same time, I feel like he could get well, I know like on the app they probably don't really show, but like I don't know. I ain't gonna say I wouldn't even went on camera to talk. I would have just told. I wouldn't even want to go on camera, not to even show my face, cause like although she working, but she seen the dude face, and she could really know some of the people that escaped, but just that's her job, so she could go back and say like, hey, this the person that told, and I don't know. That's how I personally feel, but how I feel about the whole situation as I've been seeing all these people be getting caught. Like one dude got caught on the park bench or whatever. One dude got caught at his house. One dude got caught hiding under the car. I don't know what other dude got caught at. One dude went on live. Like bro, like they doing like crazy stuff. Like y'all had a 9 hour head start, bro. And I feel like I pray I never want to go to jail. Like knock on wood, not even for an hour, not even for a minute. But I feel like if you gonna escape, you gotta have a plan, bro. Like, there's no point in escaping out of a jail or prison if you don't have a plan, because they about to have the FBI, the U.S. Marshals on you, and like going home is like one of the worst things you could do because that's the first place that they gonna send the police. They gonna tap your phone, they gonna tap the cell service, they gonna tap everything, the mail, anything that's coming to your house, they gonna track. Like they gonna have people, like all them people, they probably got police sitting outside these people's houses doing surveillance. If they don't in car, they got drones watching these people out 24/7, like just to make sure they not, And it's like that's dumb. And I know like most people like they just trying to get out. They not thinking. But I feel like it's no point because now you about to go back and add more time on to what you already had. Like I feel like if you're gonna escape, you gotta have somebody on the outside that's gonna help you. Like how he took that Uber, he should have had somebody on the outside should have Uber him all the way to Texas or somewhere. Like if you go to Texas, or I like you got a 9 hour head start. It's for me from where I'm from. It take me 4 hours to 5 hours to get to Houston. So they already in New Orleans. It's probably two, take them 3.5 hours to get to Houston. You could have had somebody on the outside waiting for you, and and like I always said, like I would talk to my homeboys earlier. I was like, bro, if I was gonna escape from prison, bro, I'd have already had to. I know you can't talk, on the jail phone, but if I'd have had a phone, if I'm gonna escape, I'm pretty sure I had a phone in there. I would have had somebody to set like how they on the highway. I'd have had somebody to act like your car broke down, call roadside assistant or whatever. Act like my car broke down, left the car there for like a day or two or whatever. Then or down or not even right there, but just have a car parked somewhere where I know it's gonna be at, and it'd be like if I don't be here, if the car's still there within like the time I told you I was gonna skate, come get the car. But I have the car, I damn.
Live from OJC, Shay O'Connor,
Hold
WDSU
on,
News.
my screen had went out. But I have them. I basically had them set me a car up, tell them to pack me some bags and stuff, like me some stuff I could survive, like put some money in there, like I gotta have cash. I can't use no credit card. If I do use somebody else's credit card, uh, you know, have me some clothes in there, have me some food in there where I ain't gotta really stop by the gas station too much. Then if I do, somewhere I could just shoot out, have a car full of gas, so I know I ain't gotta stop until I'm at least all the way in Texas somewhere. Like, cause like if you make it to Texas, you got a better chance going, cause Texas is so big. My main goal be trying to go, across the border. There's somewhere to hide out, like if I'm going to escape. But when you escape, your life gonna be different. Like you ain't gonna be able to contact your family. None of that. You got to live a whole different life. And like all these dudes that's been getting caught, like one dude walking around the French Quarter, but there's buku cameras down. They got face recognition, so like that's the main thing they probably thought about was like we gonna look at all the cameras, face recognition. So they seeing where these people are going, and like one dude walking down the street, him and he was like two other men. They were walking down the road hour after they escape and stuff. They had different clothes on, but it's just like bro, like I don't know, like I'd have found somewhere to got my hair cut or found asked somebody, could I borrow some scissors or like, just found anything to cut my hair off and change my whole identity. Like, just something like that. Like, if I'm gonna skate, have somebody, hey, I need you to help me. I need to get a smooth haircut, clean my face up, change my whole identity. Like, people wearing like nowadays you can wear a shiesty mask and people not gonna notice. That's the crazy thing. None of them people that got caught had shiesties. I was surprised. Like they like one dude, like I said, was on the park bench sleep. A dude recorded him on Instagram. He was sleeping on the park bench. One dude was hiding on the car like a mile away from the jail. Like one dude at his house. Like I understand a lot of them probably just wanted to get out for a little while and go back because they know they didn't have nowhere to go or they didn't have no plan. They just probably want their little free time. Then they gonna do their time. But I don't know. I feel like it's not worth it, bro. Now you like even if you had like, but they said most of them had. I think they said one of them had like a life sentence. One of them had double digits. So I guess it was. I can't speak because I never been in jail, but I guess they in today they feel like it was reasonable. But I don't know, bro. But I hope they don't bother me. Or don't come to Mississippi. Don't come where I'm at. Stuff like that. I pray y'all get out. Oh man, I gotta scratch this back out. I pray y'all get out of jail and stuff like that one day. Uh, I hope y'all, I ain't gonna say I hope y'all get caught. I hope y'all, whatever happen. But I wish the best for y'all and stuff like that. If y'all do, I hope they don't, shoot them or nothing. But can't say none of them have like did any crime, as in like robbing nobody, stealing nobody cars and stuff like that. So that's a plus. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the video. Y'all comment down below if y'all was in that situation. What would y'all do? Y'all comment down below and like let me know what y'all would do if y'all was to escape prison and how would y'all go about not getting caught. But comment down below how y'all feel about the situation. Y'all feel like they should turn themselves in, go back, or what they should do. But yeah, your boy Barry, we out.